From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's voice briefing. It's Tuesday, December 19th, 2023.
I'm Dave Boucher with the Detroit Free Press. Michigan educators reported using seclusion and restraint, potentially traumatic maneuvers meant only for emergencies, on students with disabilities more last academic year than almost any other time since lawmakers forced schools to track how often they applied the controversial tactics on public school kids, state data shows. Despite this, and calls from parents for action, there's no indication lawmakers and education officials are poised to enact meaningful changes. In the most recent school year, educators secluded students with disabilities almost 12,000 times, about 30% more than the previous school year and the most recorded since Michigan began collecting this data in the 2017-18 school year. Educators restrained students with disabilities more than 9,000 times, up 20% from the last school year. Federal data also shows the Cider Education Center, a rural school serving 74 students in Montcalm County, recorded secluding children with disabilities more times in one academic year than any other school in the nation, 734 instances. These results mirror the findings of a 2022 Free Press investigation that showed despite state laws crafted to limit the polarizing practices, Michigan schools are using them more than ever. At a national level, federal education and law enforcement officials are working to end seclusion and curb restraint at districts across the country. Routinely, both entities found districts discriminated against students with disabilities, disproportionately deploying the techniques on these students. In Michigan, key state House and Senate lawmakers confirm they're working to learn more about the tactics, but neither is ready to commit to any law change. That comes as the state's largest teachers union prepares to push back against any reforms that would create too many limits on the practices. They argue complex student behavioral issues continue to bedevil educators in the classroom.
From reporter Christina Hall. 3 women are charged in what Macomb County authorities said is a year-long investigation into prostitution and human trafficking, with recent search warrants spanning 3 counties and 6 communities, and including spas and casino hotel rooms. Macomb County authorities announced Monday that 9 search warrants had been executed across Metro Detroit, including 5 spas in the Tri-County area, 2 casino hotel rooms at MGM Casino in Detroit, and 2 residences in Troy and Livonia. They said 9 people, including a Chicago woman accused of prostitution/keeping a house of ill fame, were detained. Authorities said 2 of the females and a male were turned over to U.S. Border Patrol for overstays on their visas. 5 other females were released pending misdemeanor charges. For more on this story, including how the prostitution ring was set up and where the alleged crimes were committed, you can search for Christina Hall's article, Authorities. Metro Detroit Prostitution Ring included crimes in spas, Detroit Casino, on Freep.com.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department, and on Monday, Detroit sports fans found out the true cost of a winning team, and I mean that literally. The Detroit Lions sent out ticket renewals for the 2024 season, and some fans were shocked to find out the cost of their seats was way higher than what they had been paying before. The franchise did not officially announce the news or put an even number on the price raise yet, but multiple fans reported increases from 30 to 85%. While many expected the Lions to bump up the ticket prices with the team finally playing some good football, the raises were still significantly higher than in years past. For example, last year the Lions increased ticket prices by an average of 4% during the early renewal period. Now, it's no secret around southeastern Michigan that Lions tickets have become much tougher to come by, whether on the secondary market or if you're trying to buy season tickets. Lions Chief Operating Officer Mike Disner told the Free Press's Dave Burkett last month that there was a wait list of about 6,300 seats for the 2024 season. So, to be fair to the Lions, there is plenty of demand. In the email sent to ticket holders, the Lions said, quote, "We have felt your energy within Ford Field this season, and your impact has truly made a difference in creating a home field advantage for your Lions. We are excited to welcome you back next year for another exciting season in 2024. Now, next year, the Lions will host 9 games at Ford Field instead of 8 like they had this year. And while many fans are surely disappointed by the price hike, if that means there's a winning team playing in the building, you won't find too many fans complaining about that."
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on Freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thanks for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.